life in like 3 weeks because that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system. Had to breach it. That's mission impossible.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things. He can be a possession type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson into the picket. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown this off.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Green. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But this is also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think I wasn't a quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Harris, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Green. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Green. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the give, this is Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Allen going to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Green. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Green on 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with right at the 5-yard line. Give dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Now Green. A final shot before break. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Green. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? The ball comes out. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Harris going to get it again on second down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And here's Green to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Again, it's Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17 and able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload.
To the air, Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Darren Waller with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Looking to throw. Green. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Green on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw. Green. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And the Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Harris. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been doing this for a lot of years. And the arm strength still there. And he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58's Mike. 58's Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Biggs. 19's tight. 19's tight. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Green. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
And that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.